Hello everyone, my name is Starwise, and I kinda just wanted to quickly talk about what's happening on Twitter relating to Sonic X Shadow Generations. Alright, so at the time of me recording this, we are about 2 weeks away from the official game's launch, not counting the early access of course. And right now, the leaking scene for this game has been in a weird spot as of late, at least from, past experience with Sonic releases. So, to start things off, I just wanted to mention that the Xbox pre-downloads for the game accidentally went up early, so people were able to essentially download the game onto their consoles. However, they weren't able to play it. Thank goodness, they weren't able to play it. But there was a paste bin that was published that contained all the file names for Sonic X Shadow Generations. Just the file names though, because everything was encrypted, they couldn't actually access what was inside of it. Now that in and of itself is pretty interesting to say the least. However, as of late there has been this new Twitter account that has been going around posting videos and screenshots of the actual game. Not from trailers or anything, actual screenshots that we've never seen before. And it's very interesting because some of those screenshots contained stuff from Sonic Generations, like the remaster part. And from what we've seen, it actually confirms that we are getting rewritten cutscenes for Sonic Generations. Now, I quickly just want to go over Sonic Generations' original story, or, lack thereof, because there wasn't really much of a story. So yeah, Sonic Generations' story was pretty much basic as it could be for something like this. So I guess we aren't losing too much, but it is still an interesting choice nonetheless, seeing that they actually took the time to rewrite the script, get the voice cast to do their lines, and actually implement them into the game. I just find that to be a very interesting thing. Now I just want to preface this by saying that these rewrites aren't exactly a surprise, because this has been rumored for quite some time, because the Sonic X Shadow Generations website mentioned that there would be reworked cutscenes. Now aside from that, we didn't really know what they meant. Some thought it was a full-on rewrite, others thought it would just be adjusted camera angles or changed animations in some way. But no, they are going to rework the actual writing for the game, which is an interesting take in my personal opinion. Alright, so back to how we actually know these cutscenes have been changed. So like I mentioned earlier, there's been this Twitter account who has the game, and they also been posting a few videos too, I believe. But the main one I just want to focus on is the actual cutscenes that have been shown off, which are modern Sonic meeting up with Tails in the chemical plant and modern Sonic rescuing Knuckles in the white space. Now from what was shown off in that video is that the animations for those cutscenes seem to be the same, the same exact movements, the same exact camera angles. And from the looks of it, it seems like the lip syncing hasn't been changed at all, which is pretty much weird if you think about it. You're kind of going to the extent of rewriting the entire game, but the lip syncing hasn't been changed. Now, to be fair, the video itself, I downloaded it, and the video is 18 frames a second, and it's that is such a weird thing. I don't know if that was an intentional thing or some sort of weird bug with how they exported the video. Nonetheless, the lip syncing seems to be exactly the same as it was in the original game. Still, you could mouth out the original wording, and it's a bit weird to say the least. Now, from what's actually been said, Tails actually does mention being in the chemical plant, but somehow not feeling like they're on West Side Island.
This is definitely the chemical plant, but we're not remotely on West Side Island. Did that monster do this?
That kind of reference is just Ian Flynn coded. I'm sorry. I know it's been a meme about Ian Flynn's writing, but oh my gosh, as soon as I saw that, I was like, yep, that is definitely Ian Flynn writing the game. And, no offense to Ian Flynn, he is a talented writer, but the references can get a bit much, to say the least. But yeah, outside of the Tails cutscene, the Knuckles one, I did notice that his voice from Generations, or his voice actor from Generations, didn't return. Instead, they're using his voice actor from Frontiers, which is an interesting choice, but it's understandable. He's the recent voice, so.
Thanks for the help. Not that I needed it, but it's good to have my sanctuary back.
Thanks for the help. Not that I needed it. Now let's get some payback on that monster.
But the most important part that I want to note is that Sonic actually talks to the characters after you rescue them.
Ha! Get in line, knucklehead. All right.
But it is cool to see that they're actually going back and actually like adding voice lines for him. I thought that's like a very nice touch. The lip syncing again is a bit weird, but you know, it's like, it's still cool detail nonetheless. Alright, so I just wanted to quickly just give my take on this whole thing, and was this rewrite really necessary? Again, Sonic Generations story is very minimal and doesn't really have that much of an effect at all in the game. And it's a very interesting take from Sega, you know, going back and rewriting the whole game, like that's very interesting. But the more I think about it, I guess it makes more sense to be more in line with Shadow Generations and how lore heavy that game might be, so I guess it makes sense there. But I do like the idea, The execution, I am a little worried of. I'm not gonna lie, those 2 videos that I've seen did not build that much confidence in me with how like the writing has been handled. I mean, the writing itself has been good, but the voice direction doesn't seem to be all that amazing, which, you know, it's kind of expected for a Sonic game, so I guess I'll just have to see more from what we know currently. But yeah, this is all we know. What do you think of this rewrite change? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys whenever the game releases, because I will definitely be picking it up and will be streaming it on the channel here. So if you do want to see me like live stream the game, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because I'm definitely doing that. But yeah, this is Starwise, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.